In this example, we will take a look at the sales process of a bottling line and how it is supported by the JustRelate CX Cloud. On the one hand, we have the customer, the International IPA Brewery Corporation, IICO AG, a brewery of finest IPA ales, and on the other hand, Tyne-Kuhn, the manufacturer of the bottling line. In the following presentation, we will get to know the individual protagonists from both companies and their processes, both in Tyne-Kuhn's sales department and in the IICO Corporation's buying center. Firstly, let's look at the sales interaction between Paula and Thomas. Paula is the customer in our example. Her counterpart is Thomas. He is a sales representative at the manufacturer Tyne-Kuhn.
Hi, I'm Paula Miller. I work as a plant engineer for a large beverage producer. My task is to find suppliers of filling lines. That's why I use Google to find more information. I scroll through the results, and at the top I find a link to a Tyne-Kuhn landing page for bottle filling machines. I click the link and reach the landing page. I find an interesting white paper there that I would like to read. To download it, I need to provide my contact details. After that, I go through the double opt-in process and declare my GDPR consent. The requested white paper is then sent to me by email. Reading this white paper convinced me to use the company's services. In the same email, I find a link to configure a bottle filling machine. The configurator page loads and requires a login. I don't have an account yet, so I need to register first. After verifying my email, I'm redirected to the Tyne-Kuhn configurator page. I go through the guided selling and configuration process of the Tyne-Kuhn filling machine by choosing options and following the next button. At the end of this process, I open the result page with the complete configuration. I can click and see the details of each configuration. I can also see the 3D model of a configured machine. I can look at it from different angles. I'm satisfied with my configuration and click on the Request button. The configurator shows a request form to update my profile. I fill out the requested fields, including my telephone number, and submit the request. After sending this form, a completion message directs me to the overview page for my requested quotes. This took me to the Tyne-Kuhn portal and shows my requested quote. I can open the overview page and see more information about this quote, including the generated PDF document. I can also send text messages in the context of this quote for additional information. The messages will be sent directly to the person responsible for this quote.
After Paula submits her offer, the journey continues with me. I'm Thomas Richter, a member of the internal sales team. I open the Customer Engagement Platform. First, what I see is an overview page. I see some important charts, list, but I can also dive into more detailed features. For example, I can see my contacts and companies. There are also some important details for sales department, like sales overview or features that enable me, for example, to create quotes. I look back at the overview page and I see new landing page lead in my cockpit. In the lead management portal, I found Paula's new registration. I can also see that Paula has downloaded the white paper and opened the configurator page. I have new messages in my platform. I open it and find a message from Paula regarding the quote. I open the quote for more details. First, I check Paula's data. I know that she can also add her data to the portal later, so I check for this modified data. Paula updated only her telephone number, and I decide to add it to her profile. With an active CTI, I can call Paula directly from the platform. After a phone conversation with Paula about the quote, I decided to grant her a discount. I introduce it in the system. At the end, I change the quote status to submitted. Finally, I want to give Paula some final feedback and switch to the pin board. I use the post to publish the message to the portal. Now I have to wait for Paula's response.
Thomas Richter wrote me a message saying he agreed to the discount. Now I have to show this offer to my boss and wait for his approval.